Thank y'all for coming out to Tech Tuesday today, braving the cold weather, brr, and the snow. If you're gonna have to leave early, I do have a sign-up list here, because at the end of my presentation, I will be signing people up for lynda.com accounts. So if you have to leave early, you still want to sign up, just put your name up here, and your email address, and I'll make sure to sign you up. Do we have any faculty in the room? I don't think so. We have some quasi-faculty, some tech paraprofs and some paraprofs and some tech directors and some other people. I think you are the only two people I don't know. Do you want to introduce yourself? Tell me what you do so I can get a feel for what you might be interested in.
Karen Smith, and I work with Dean Ray of it.
Great. Now, oh, Karen, you're new.
Yes.
Sort of.
Yes.
Excellent. Welcome. And you are from the ORC.
That's right.
Yes,
Rachel.
Rachel.
Outdoor Education Center.
Excellent. So everybody else, I know a little bit, and I think there's probably something you can learn today or sign up for today that will help you out. First of all, when you get your lynda.com account, you're going to get an email from lynda.com that's going to say, hey, register, welcome to lynda.com. Click this link and paste this code here. After you've done that and you've signed in, this is about what you'll see. You'll get this lynda.com page. And so the first thing you'll probably want to do is you'll want to search for something you want to learn. What would you like to learn? Something, anything that may be offered on lynda.com. SharePoint. Oh, look at that. SharePoint security, SharePoint installing and configuring a test. Let's go to site and collection templates. Let's do that one. So here it is. It comes up. Oh, and it's auto-playing my introduction for me. So I've searched that. It was really quick, and it brought me right to a thing. And what we can do is we can add this to a playlist. So I'm just going to add it to a playlist right now. And I'm going to say add this entire course. All right? And because I don't have a playlist right now for this, I'm going to create a new playlist. So I'm going to call this playlist IT Stuff. And I'm going to save it. What's another skill, an IT skill that you might want to learn? Maybe it's Excel, maybe something else. Anybody? Publisher. Nice. Let's see if Lynda has, oh, look at that, Publisher. That's amazing. 2 for 2 so far. This is great. So what I can do is I can go to here. This just is the whole search, the search results. And this shows both courses and individual videos within a course. So I want to learn all of Publisher. So I'm going to click this little plus sign with the down arrow. And I'm going to go down here. And there it is. There's my playlist that I just created and added SharePoint to. So I'm going to click the plus sign next to it and add Publisher to it. One more thing. Let's get one more thing in here. Photoshop, great. That is the most, I've seen a lot of Photoshop tutorials on lynda.com. So let's just do, oh, look at that, 429 results for that. You've got courses and individual parts. Dave, is there something specific in Photoshop?
I learned how to create distressed logos for that rustic look.
Distressed logos. That's very specific. Filters? Oh, 3D filters? Oh, yeah, why don't I just look up filters in that? That's a good point, because I'm not a Photoshop expert. I can cut and paste and do a couple other things, and that's about. Oh, look at that. Here we go. So here's a course, no pixels harmed. Photos and lenses. Oh, here's a specific one, Photoshop filters. Let's go ahead and add that one. And scroll down, there's my IT stuff that I'm going to learn. And you know what, let's just go ahead and add this individual video, 1 minute and 14 seconds, that talks about filters. Let's add that too. There we go. Okay, so now I've got this playlist of IT stuff that I want to learn. What we can do is I'm going to go back to my home page for lynda.com. And right here it says see all playlists. So now I can actually go and I can do some stuff with that playlist. And here's my IT stuff playlist. I'm going to click on that one. And so let's say I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, what am I going to start with? I want to view these in a specific order. I'm going to edit my playlist, and then I can drag them around, or I can move them up and down. I'm going to tackle SharePoint last, I think. SharePoint is a big, complicated beast. I'm going to go last on that one, and I'm going to move this video, I'm going to move it up. So here's my playlist. I'm done editing it. And so now I've got 4 things, 3 courses and 1 video that I want to see. But let's say I'm working on this playlist and I want to share it with somebody else, maybe my class that I'm going to be teaching, or maybe I want to share it with somebody else in HR so that they can learn the exact same stuff that I'm learning. I'm going to make it public, and then I'm going to share it with a link. So I could just email this to somebody, or I can post it in a Canvas course, so that everybody in the course could actually access this playlist. And if they have a lynda.com account, they could actually copy this into their own account and follow the playlist so that they learn exactly what I'm learning. All right, so I think that's pretty useful. And of course, for you, when you're thinking about taking lynda.com courses, you can work up your own playlist in your own account, and then you have it for the next time you log on, and so you don't have to try and remember which video you're on and which course you're in. All right, so playlists, great way of remembering and what you want to learn. All right, so we've shared our playlist, we've edited it a little bit, we've got the share link. All right, now I've got my playlist that I want to view. Let's say I'm starting to learn, I've got a few hours now. I'm going to go into a course and I'm going to watch that course. So right now I'm about 33% of the way through this Foundations of Programming course. So I'm just going to go into that. Let's go into the welcome. Actually, I lied. I'm going to go in through the courses. So there's 2 different ways to access these courses in lynda.com. You can either view the playlist or you can view the course. So I had just clicked into I had just been in the playlist, and if you view the playlist, let's go ahead and watch this playlist. So it says playlist up at the top, and that's how you know you're in the playlist. And the playlist is a little bit different than viewing a course. The playlist gives you all of the videos in that playlist over here on the left-hand side, and it tells you if you've watched individual videos or not. But it gives you only 3 tabs down here. It gives you the details of the playlist, it gives you the transcript, and it gives you the exercise files. So the transcript is kind of helpful because you can click on a phrase in the transcript, and it will play that phrase in the video. So if you miss something or you want to go back, or if you even just you know something you want to do is in the video, but you want to see it again, you can go ahead and click on the link here. So I'm going to click on this equal to 5 variable b, set it equal to 10. Jumps up there.
And we equal to
All right, and
b, set it equal to 10.
There it is.
Using the single equal
So I can
sign,
skip,
sign to always be executed, even
and
when
it
you think
skips
shouldn't be.
in the video to
So
where I
we
want
have
it to
just
be.
made
So that's in the playlist view. But here on the playlist view, I've got all the videos and all the courses that I've put in the playlist. All right. Normally, I don't watch things in playlist view, but if you're in a class or you've got a ton of stuff to do, you can get an idea of how long you'll be watching and sitting there by going into the playlist view. I'm going to go into my courses and switch to the course view, which is where I usually do things. So now I'm going to go into my course. And this is, again, Fundamentals of Programming, a course I'm actually taking right now. And this looks a little bit different. Instead of getting my playlist, I get just the course stuff. And in this course, you can actually watch and unwatch a video. So if you want to come back for you to say, I fell asleep during that thing, I'm just going to uncheck. I'm just going to click that eyeball, and I'm going to mark it as unwatched. I haven't watched it. I can go back and I can watch it again. So you can also bookmark things that are really important, bookmark individual videos in the course. These are 2 very important ones that are things that I think are very important, so I'm going to come back and watch them again a little later using characters and strings and working with operators. And another neat thing is now that I'm in the course view, not only do I have the course details and the transcript, but I also have FAQs and I have notes. So I can actually go in here, and I've actually typed in this video while I was watching things that I thought were particularly important that I should remember. All right? Any questions so far? I'm going rapid fire because I want to get to the part where I get you accounts and you create playlists and you do stuff. So you guys who brought computers, good on you. I've got 2 more computers if you want to come up and you make your own playlist after you're signed in. All right, so couple more things. So the course view is really cool and lets you do a few more things than the playlist view. Yeah, so one of the things you can do if you're using Chrome or Firefox to view these videos, I'm just going to start playing this video. You've got a couple things you can do. You can actually bookmark a video at a specific time in the video. So I think about 1/3 or 1/4 of all the lynda.com videos are actually available through YouTube for free. But you can send people to a specific time in the lynda.com video just by clicking on this, and you can give it a name, and so you can bookmark exactly what you want to demonstrate. Say if you want to demonstrate it in class, you want to demonstrate it to another person, you can bookmark it for later to a specific time in the video, and you don't have to seek through that video. You can also bookmark the video itself. The thing that I really like is you can actually adjust the playback speed. How many of you have been in a class where it's been too slow? I totally want to see some hands. Matt, you had a hand. I'm giving you some candy. So you're in a class and it's going too slow. You wish you could fast forward the teacher. Or if the teacher's going too fast, you want to slow him down. Well, with lynda.com, you can do that. But you have to be viewing it in Google Chrome or Firefox, and you have to be using the HTML5 player. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's fine. If you click on this little 1x arrow thing down here at the bottom, it'll tell you whether you're using it or not, and if you're not using it, it'll say click this link, and then you can speed up your video or slow it down. So I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go 2 times speed.
Hi, I'm Simon Allardyce, and welcome to the Foundations of Programming Fundamentals course. What we're
Yeah, I
exploring
got
here
it.
are the skills you'll always need when programming on any platform.
Oh, yeah.
There are dozens of programming languages you could choose from, and we'll see many
Okay.
languages like JavaScript, C, Ruby, and Python.
Yeah.
We'll see what these different languages are good at.
All right, so you can go pretty quickly through a video that you probably don't really need to watch all of. The introduction is good information. It will help you activate background knowledge, but maybe you don't want to watch it all for the full speed. So for 1 minute and 17 seconds, you can speed it up, and it'll continue to play through it. And that way you can stop it, you can pause it, you can slow it down if the teacher of the course says something that's actually really important. Ellen?
Taking notes for a specific time, do you just start, like say you're playing the video, would you just scroll down and you just start typing a note and it will save the time at which you started typing it?
Yes, thank you for asking. The first time I started taking notes, I was a little bit taken aback because it does indeed save the time that you're actually playing. So, really awesome intro. And then I hit enter thinking I could do a new line, and that actually saved the note and that time period. So that could be useful, but generally I'm probably going to want, well, I mean here, this whole video, all these notes that I've taken, just 1 second. And just one-liners. But you can put multiple lines in if you want, if you hit Shift, Enter, and so you can fit more text in there if you want to actually take notes. Thanks for asking, good question. Any other questions so far? All right, no, great. Okay, so we've covered transcript, we've covered notes. Another really nice thing about lynda.com and our licenses for lynda.com is up here at the top, you can actually have exercise files. So if you're working with Photoshop or if you're learning InDesign or a multimedia thing, you can actually download the stuff they're working with in the video and work with the exact same things. And that's really useful, especially because in this code, there's no way I want to sit down and write all the code that's on the screen. I pause the video, type the code, look at the screen back and forth, and then try and run it and figure out what the heck I did wrong. So you can download the exercise files with our account. Yeah. Any other questions so far? All right, great. Just a couple other things really quickly because I see we're at halftime. If there is a time, so I check out accounts basically on a 1 week as requested basis. So you all are here, so I don't know if I have, well, Dana already has an account, so that's great. I don't have to give you one. And Matt, I think you've already got an account. So it's kind of first come, first served. If somebody says they need an account this week and I have an account available, or somebody hasn't logged in to their account in the last 3 weeks or more, then I will turn off their account and give that account to somebody else. But their progress, their playlists, their certificates, their completed stuff, that's all saved, so that, let's say, Helen, if you come to me in 2 weeks, say, hey, I need my account turned back on, I say, sure, and you can pick up just right where you left off. If, however, I don't have anything available because I have a class of 15 students who have checked out all the licenses, how many of you are actual residents of Colorado Springs? Yeah, almost everybody. If you have received mail in Colorado Springs, you can actually get a PPLD, a Pikes Peak Library District library card, and that gives you also a first come, first served access, license to lynda.com. So you can totally, if I don't have any, then you can go to Pikes Peak Library District. Now, Pikes Peak Library District, their account is slightly different. You log on in the morning, and if you don't use it for 24 hours, they log you off and it goes to somebody else. All right, so Pikes Peak Library District is a kind of a B plan if you really need to learn something and it's not available online and like that. The second thing is there are apps for that. Lynda.com does have iOS and Android apps, so if you have a smartphone, you can actually get the Lynda.com interface on your computer. Now, one of the new things that they've built in is they've actually made it so you can save the videos or view them offline. So if you're on a smartphone and you're taking a road trip or something, I haven't tested this on the smartphone, but you might be able to download the video and actually watch it while you're in the airplane and you have to have airplane mode on. So there is an app for that. Yeah, all right. Who wants to sign up? Who wants an account? Are there any other questions? Great. Helen, I've totally forgotten your name already. Karen, thank you. Dave, Rachel, Brenda, great. Excellent. So if you have to go and you've signed up, I will totally sign you up for an account right now, or as soon as I'm done here today.